so now you're not supposed to be in it. Don't hit the camera, please. Scooch back here. Hi. Hello. Welcome back to the show. This is it's been 2 months now. Yeah. Thanks though. I'm ready to get back to it. I don't want to really explain too much about where I've been, but I can at least show you where I've been. This is the part Enzo where we show them some clips about where we've been. He doesn't understand. Anyway, let's get caught up. I know most of you guys tuned in to see the new car reveal, and we'll get to that really soon, but I just want to say that I missed you guys a whole lot, and I have been very busy, and I have been doing a lot of stuff, and yeah, life has gone kind of crazy lately. So how you guys been? Let me know what you've been doing for the last 2 months. I haven't seen or talked to you guys, and it's been 2 months, and I haven't done anything personal in over 2 months since I really revealed the CRX rally car that I bought, and it pains me a lot to know that I haven't been able to talk to you guys and I haven't been able to upload, and I attribute that to my schedule with the way I've been doing videos lately. So what I've been doing is going to rallies. I shoot video for clients, and I want to make sure their videos are out before I put out my personal videos. But lately it's been one rally after another, and it's got to the point where I finish up with rally videos right before the next rally, and then I have to go shoot another rally, and then there's another list of client videos. So I haven't been able to do any of my own, and that's hurt me. So I really get back to this where I go back and shoot my own personal videos again, because that's what I want to do. That's what I've always wanted to do. Now I have a little more free time, I can do that. With that being said, yeah, welcome new subscribers, welcome old subscribers, and tell me what's up. Tell me what you've been doing the last 2 months. You did anything cool and good summer stuff? Hey, winding down your summer. It's August 15th. Let's get back to where we used to be. Do I know how to do this stuff anymore? I don't know. So as we get a little further in this video, you'll notice there's a slot here available in the garage, and since we've talked last, I sold the Fiesta, and I know it's gonna maybe cause a few unsubscribes, but that's okay. It was it done its job. I got to the point where I didn't need another rally car with having the CRX and the Free RX, and it was time. It had done its job. It did exactly what I wanted to do, and I really am sad that I don't have the Fiesta anymore. What a brilliant car. I cannot thank it enough for all the trophies it provided me and all the fun and excitement and the opportunities that it afforded me to go out and do. Love that thing to death, and it went to a good home. So the wagon's doing just fine. I haven't really driven it hardly in 2 months because I've had so much other stuff going on. The battery is completely flat dead, so I really can't move it a whole lot. The Odyssey battery that I had, it just one day decided to go completely flat, wouldn't take a charge, and it only has like 4 volts in it right now, so even a regular battery charger won't touch it. But without much further ado, I'll just skip all the other stuff and kind of go straight to what you guys are here for. Oh, that blew me out a bit. This car here. Now when you talk about a barn find, this is a legitimate, true barn find. And I'll show you some pictures after this reveal, but first, let's scope the air and check this thing out. this is it. This is a 1989 Porsche 944 S2. Now when I talk about an actual barn find, this is a legitimate barn find, and I could not be more excited about it. It has a lot of miles on it, but for a Porsche, especially a 944, the older 80s ones, you really want them to have a lot of miles. So this one has 224,000 miles on it, and the odometer's broke like they always do in these things, so it probably has more miles than that. But that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what I want. So this car is the top of the line in consideration of what the 944 was. Now there is obviously the turbo variant, but a lot of people, these are actually, I don't know, it's conflicted. If you have the S2, you say the turbo is not as important. If you have the turbo, you say the S2 is not important. But in my mind, an enthusiast mind, this is the 944 that is better than the turbo version. And the reason that is because this has a 3-liter 4-cylinder as compared to the turbo version, which comes in a 2.5 or 2.7 liter single overhead cam. And this is a dual overhead cam 3-liter 4-cylinder. And it makes, from the factory, it's supposed to have 211 horsepower and about 206 foot-pounds of torque. And it has every bit of that. This thing is incredibly fast for what it is. Being an old 5-speed Porsche, it really gets down and goes. And I was really surprised. So I've got a lot of work to do to this thing, and I've been doing a lot of work to it. But let me describe the condition it was in. So this 944 S2 actually popped up on Facebook Marketplace like they always do. I'd sold the Fiesta, I was looking for something a little bit different, and for the longest time the 944 has been high on my list just because it's a neat, lightweight, a rear-wheel drive, front engine Porsche, and they're affordable. They haven't hit the Porsche tax where they just kind of skyrocket like the 911s from the 80s, so they're selling for cheap ones $40,000 to the moon. Like you can't touch them anymore for what they used to be. Small side story, I tried to buy a 911 back when I got the S2000 originally, and it was similarly priced for about mid-20s. So that kind of tells you where the prices have gone since then. So yeah, actually S2000 prices have gone up too. That's just the way of the world right now. So with this one, I found on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy had taken some pictures of it, and it was kind of a dusty picture. It kind of looked like an old kind of pictures. You couldn't really tell what it was, but a few things stood out to me. That front bumper only came on the S2 and turbo models, and the guy had listed it as a 944 ventilatory, whatever the German word is for valves. And I was like, that's kind of weird. So I started doing a little bit of research, and it seems like the only thing I could come up with was, well, that's an S2. Well, there's no badging on it. He didn't know. He just knew it was a 944, and I told Brooke, I was like, look, I need to go look at this thing. I'm going to kick myself if I don't at least go look at it. And I could just go out there and bring him cash, and then we could maybe make a deal. So I went up there and I looked at it and I realized, oh, this is an S2. It's got the 3-liter 4-cylinder motor in it, and that only came in the S2. So the S2 is actually a fairly rare one, the coupe especially. The S2 Cabriolet from 91 and on to 95, I think, was a little bit more common. They made more of those, but the coupe is actually very hard to find. And on top of that, this has the factory LSD. There was an optional option that you could get for this. So this actually has a factory LSD in the rear, which is really awesome. So this has LSD in the rear. It's a 5-speed manual. It has AC. It has, these are the cup wheels. There are 17. They didn't come on this. This actually came with the D16s, not Honda motors, the D pattern series wheels. There are 16, but these are 17-inch cup wheels. So this has a lot of things that I really liked, and it's not the normal red or white that you get in the 944 S2, and that's obviously, it's been a repaint, but it's actually a very good job repaint. It's cobalt blue metallic, I believe, which is another Porsche color, and that's pretty much as close as I can get to figuring out what exactly that was. And I'll go over some of the problems with it and some of the things that need to be fixed eventually, but for now, there it is. It's a ton of fun. I've been working on it constantly for this month, detailing it, gonna get all the pictures wrong or all the problems fixed with it. Another thing, let me go back to the story of what was wrong with it. So the guy had it listed for sale. He said it wouldn't start, it wouldn't drive, the clutch pedal stuck to the floor, which I know what that means, and it wouldn't start but if you spray with starting fluid, it would kick over. So the guy had been told that it was a master cylinder leak. It was spraying brake fluid into the intake manifold, and it was choking it out. And I thought, well, maybe that's just a random Porsche thing that I didn't know about, but actually it wasn't that at all. So it was true the master cylinder was shot, which is why the pedal was stuck to the floor, the clutch pedal. But I came out to the car one day and I heard the fan running on it, the cooling fan. I was like, oh, that's weird. And for some reason I decided, well, I'm going to try to just crank it over. But I hit it a couple times and it started, and I could hit it to the floor and blah, 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 and it would legitimately try to run. And I was flabbergasted. I'll put a clip of it right here if I remember to. And I was like, what was going on? It's like, it's idle. It wasn't on all cylinders, but it was trying to idle. Like, it was knew that it could. So I shut it off. I was like, wait, the fuel injectors, they must be like something simple. So I went and pulled the fuel injectors, and immediately, look at this picture. Completely clogged up. 100% blockage basically in all the fuel injectors. So obviously that's the problem. So I went and cleaned them all. Bench tested them, sprayed them through, made sure they all spraying. I couldn't get one to spray, that's fine. I'm surprised that there was only one. So I put all the fuel injectors back in, cranked up immediately, ran on 3 cylinders, just fine. I was blown away. I was like, holy crap, this actually worked. This is really, really working right now. So I had a running 944. Of course, the clutch pedal still stuck to the floor, so I was like, well, let me try to bleed it. So I did the first thing is I pulled the slave cylinder, tried to bleed it every other way I could. It just wouldn't bleed. So I looked at the master cylinder, and of course it was weeping, so obviously the master cylinder was bad. Swapped that out. Bled the clutch. Clutch had pressure. Perfect. Adjusted the clutch pedal a little bit, and it runs and drives now perfectly. I've drove it to the gas station. I drove it around the block a couple times. I've had a blast with it. It's surprisingly quick when all 4 cylinders are back going. Because I was driving around with I got a new injector from 944 Barn. Elliot, he's a great dude. I'll put a link to his Instagram down here. But yeah, this is running a little long, sorry. But it's been a while, and I need to catch you up on this new car. So, enough jibber jabber, as Taylor Ray would say. Let's go dig into it, and let me show you what it looks like on the inside. So this is the paint, and you can tell I clay barred the entire front end last night, and it looks a lot better. Even on video, it looks great. So it feels super smooth. It's got a lot of swirl marks still, which I'm going to do some paint correction eventually on it, but it turned out pretty well. You can see some of the spots of clear here that are coming up. Some clear that's come up over there. Clear on the roof. There's just a couple spots of clear, especially on the other side, that are missing. The car's in straight condition. It's very, very well taken care of. Like I said, the paint job is really good. You can tell a couple spots, like in this jam here, they missed painting it, but all the other door jams were really well done. Now I do have the door panel off of this side because I'm going to replace the window motor. I tested it with my voltmeter, and I'm getting power to the window motor with the switch on. It's just it's not working, so that's just, yeah, Enzo, go ahead and get on in. That's fine. Enzo already likes it. He approves. He was sleeping in it last night while I was working on it. So this has the 944 script seats. So they're not the sports, which I thought they might have been at first, but they're not the sport seats. These are scripts, and they're power. They actually work. Enzo, you're kind of trapped back there now, bud. There you go. It's got the script backs. Excuse me, Enzo. Sir, I'm trying to show them this car. Come on, get out. So we can see here, you can kind of see the mileage maybe. Yeah, 224,000 miles. 5-speed feels good. It's got the normal Porsche slop. It's not fantastic, but it's not that bad either. I've been detailing the inside a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell in this dark car, but it's turning out pretty well. I've got to go through and vacuum and do all of this stuff, and I still got some tools laying in the floorboard that I got to go and fix. But the back seats are in good condition. They're just dirty. I've got to go through and detail those bad boys too. It's got a little bit of water, like a little bit of watermarks maybe, a little bit of mold, but not too bad. It's got the removable target top thing. You know, some stuff broken here, but I think they actually make a 3D printed metal version of this. I'm gonna replace that with. That's just the windbreak, of course, that the Targa attaches to. Oh, this thing. Let me get to that. The trunk spoiler is in really, really good condition. I put some back to black on it last night and kind of polished it, made it all look good. I put the, actually found the 944 S2 badges on eBay not too long after I got this, so I replaced it with some factory one that was on there. Opens nice and smooth. As you can see, I have been working my butt off to get all this old, gross purple tint off. It was a real big trend in the 90s to purple tint everything, and this car obviously had it. And I've almost got it all done. You can see I got a little bit left here at the bottom. I just kind of ran out of steam last night, but I worked probably 3 hours of getting all this stuff off, and I got to get all the adhesive off still, get it really cleaned up. But if you look here at the Porsche badge, if you look at option, that very first option 220 down there, that is your LSD option. So this is the tag that tells you what all's options were ticked on the box here. So it has ABS, airbags, and a LSD. It's got the space saver spare. It's all in there. I haven't checked to see if the tools are down in there. Probably not. It's got the cargo cover, all that mess. And I probably will retint this. It's just not with this obviously gross stuff. I had to re-grease these to get these a little bit. I had to polish them and grease them up so they worked a little bit smoother because it was completely stuck open when I got it. Oh, I'm really, really excited about this if you guys can't tell. Oh, some other things. Mechanically, I'll go over. It still has a hair of a fuel leak out of the back I've been dealing with. It's just a really pain in the butt to pull that off. And I'll probably do that here soon because it's been making a small puddle in the garage. So let's go ahead and pop that engine bay. Sorry I keep going in and out with the exposure, but man, it is super sunny today. Now this is what makes the 944 S2 very special. And there she is. That's the 3-liter 4-cylinder. It's a humongous 4-cylinder. And it feels every bit of it. It takes off like a rocket ship. It has instant torque. It's kind of crazy how fast it is for an 80s 4-cylinder. And especially a 4-cylinder have NA 200 horsepower and 200 foot-pounds of torque. Everything under here is pretty good. There's a little bit of leak around the brake master cylinder I'm going to take care of. Obvious things I'm going to do is the timing belt. It has a little peep window here and it looks in good condition. I don't have any paperwork to tell me when it was done, so I need to do it myself and get that up to service because these are interference mirror motors, and if they go, the whole motor goes and it's a bad time. So that is high on the list to do. But I want to go through and just kind of run through everything and change it out and just kind of service what needs to be serviced. Most of the hoses and everything are pretty good shape, not dry rotted. The belts look pretty good, and I'll go through and I'll obviously change everything, but that's just over time. But for the most part, yeah, this is a really, really, really nice example of a 944 S2. And I'm super, super excited to show you guys what's in the works with this thing and what we're going to end up doing with it. As far as future plans, I don't know what exactly I want to do with it. A lot of people suggest, hey, do a safari build, hey, do this, hey, do that. I don't know yet. I really just like driving it. It's a lot of fun to drive, and I can't wait to kind of get a few more things worked out so it's more fun to drive. Like AC and, you know, the windows rolling down so I'm not baking alive in there. It has a very, very good ventilation system. It blows super hard. The vents are very nice, very good condition too. As you can see, the gas gauge doesn't work. There's all kinds of little things that don't work in this car still. All the vents work just fine. Radio doesn't work. The windows don't work. The power to actually lock, the sunroof doesn't work, so I gotta work on that too. Oh, there's all kinds of little things here and there, but that's just part of a 30-year-old Porsche that's been sitting around. But yeah, that's the new car. So if you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. I missed you guys, and I want to give you one last teaser for the wagon. I really haven't talked about these either yet, but enjoy. Enzo. Pretty sick, huh? It's so muggy. Oh, good old Arkansas in August. All right, so I'm glad you guys got to see that teaser. I haven't posted anything about that, and also I'll be posting some more pictures of the actual S2 progress now that it is kind of an official release. On top of that, there's some really cool stuff going on with the Element that I'll be shooting a video for tomorrow, and try to get to a little more regular upload schedule like I used to be on. No more of this 2-month in between stuff. I know I've said that in the past, but this time I don't have a choice. So I will see you guys very soon. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, I really did miss this a lot, and it's gonna take a little bit of time to get back into the rhythm of things, but I'll be back, promise. No more of this absent stuff. So peace, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Do we have to buckle up? Do I buckle up?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, crud. The seatbelt's all backwards over here.
One second, let me help you. That's fine for this little short trip.
Wave at the camera, John Diddy.
It's not cold, but at least it's air moving.
Okay. Wow, that's fast. We're so far, so quickly.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Pretty fast.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, huh?
This is cool. This is a really cool slot right here.
Yep. Still hot.
Oh, hey. I like this board.
Yeah, don't hang on, buddy. Yeah, it's definitely down a cylinder. So it's running a little slow right now because the fuel injectors are clogged up. I'll fix it again. So it actually is a lot faster than this even.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
Just a little bit of burnout.
That's pretty fast. Ah! It's pretty fast right now.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
That's good.